Hey guys, welcome back to the Curly Reader. My name's Amanda, and today I want to share with you the books I'm planning on reading in June. Okay, so last month my TBR went completely off the rails. I think I might have read one book that was on my TBR last month. I just got into a mood reading phase, and that's fine. And then I went to put together my TBR for this month, and I'm like, I don't really know what I'm in the mood for. I don't know. And then I started watching some videos and hearing about some group reads, and eventually it just all came together. So I thought I'd share with you kind of what my game plan is for this month. So, the first book that I am planning on reading this month is part of a read along. Last year, Naomi from Naomi's Bookshelf, Victoria from A Musical Bookworm, Christy Lewis Dostoevsky in Space, and there's one other person, I don't remember who it is now. Anyway, last year they hosted a read along for Les Miserables, and I took part in that, and I loved it. I dove in head first. I listened to companion podcasts. I read a retelling. I watched the BBC miniseries. I went all in. This year, they are hosting a read along for The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. And it starts June 1st and it goes through, I think, August 13th is when the end date is. And so they take 2.5 months to read this mammoth of a book. I have my book on order. I don't have it yet. I will most likely be listening to this on audio. But whenever I listen to a massive audiobook, you better believe I'm going to buy the book to put on my trophy shelf back here. So, I do have it on order, and I'm planning on participating in that. I'm going to leave Naomi's announcement for it, the link to that down below, because it has all the details, including a Discord server. They're having live discussions periodically throughout the read-along. All of that will be on her video, but I am planning on taking part in that, and that starts in June, so that's the first book that I wanted to talk about. And then next, I am kind of falling a little behind-ish in my some of my annual goals, but one of them is Chantel at Chantel Reads All Day, her Read Your Bookshelf challenge. Each year I try to take part in that, and the prompt for June is to read a book with a book on the cover. This was a lot harder for me than I would like to admit. I had decided I was going to read Book Lovers for this, but then I read it in May, so oops. But I perused my bookshelves and finally found one that would fit. So I am going to be reading The Book Wanderers by Anna James. It's Tilly and the Book Wanderers, Pages & Co. I don't know. It's just The Book Wanderers on this version of it. But this is a middle grade book. It is about a girl who, something about a bookshop and she can travel into the books. I don't know. But I've heard really good things about it, so I am going to be reading that for that challenge. All right, next, another one of my annual goals this year was to reread the Hunger Games trilogy. I've never reread it. I read it as it was coming out back in the day, but I've never reread it. I have watched the movies, all the things, and so I wanted to get going on that. And so throughout the summer, I'm going to be reading one book each month. And so for June, I'm going to be reading The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. This is a YA dystopian. I'm sure everybody knows what The Hunger Games is. This was pop culture phenomenon, blah, 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 whatever. But I'm going to be reading this, and then I will continue the series throughout the summer. So that's the next one. Another one that I wanted to read in June, the 20th anniversary, 10th anniversary. I'm looking it up, guys. I don't remember what it is. An anniversary for this book is coming up, and I want to read this book because I've never read it. Where's the copyright page? Oh, there it is. Copyright 2012, so 10 years. So the 10th anniversary of Gone Girl is coming up. I've never read Gone Girl, and I've never been spoiled for it, so don't spoil me. I am planning on doing a reading vlog for this, like a spoilery reaction reading vlog for this, because this is out of my comfort zone. It's a thriller. I honestly know nothing about what it's about. I picked it up at a library book sale because I know it's one of my friends, Audrey, at Chapters and Converse. It's one of her favorite books of all time. She raves about it, and so I thought I would pick it up and give it a try. So I'm going to be reading this. for the anniversary of it and doing a reading vlog, and I want to try to get that done in June. So that's what I want to read. A buddy read that I'm planning on doing in June with Sarah at Sarah's Nightstand is For the Marvelers by Danielle Clayton. We both pre-ordered? I don't know if she pre-ordered this. I think she did. Regardless, that does not matter. We both got it. It's a new release. It came out last month. It's a middle grade fantasy school where each of the like kids in it, their special ability is based off of their culture. So the main character is the first conjurer that the school has seen. She is African American, I believe, if not just African. But there's other cultures with different special abilities also. And yeah, it sounds really good. So her and I are going to be reading this together. And then I am also planning on finishing a book that I started in May and never finished, and it's like taken apart right now because I'm partway through reading it, and that's Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. I am loving this book. The only reason I haven't finished it is because I have really sucked it up at actually sitting down and physically reading, and that's the only excuse. But I am, how far am I in? This far in? And so I'm loving. The writing style is very unique. I don't know why I'm holding that up. You can't tell what it is. The writing style is very unique. It's historical fiction set in 1960s, and has to do with a single mother who's a chemist who hosts a cooking show. And it's very different, but I'm really liking it, and so I'm planning on finishing that. All right, and that's it. That's what I'm planning on reading in June. So if you have read any of these books, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions about them down below. Are you taking part in the Count of Monte Cristo read along? Let me know that as well. And that's gonna do it for today. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you stick around and subscribe. And until next time, see ya.